Hi, LindaBauwin here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. It is Tuesday and Creative Fold, and today I'm just doing a side flap opening card with the beautiful Simply Zinnias bundle, which is part of the Flowering Zinnia Sweet Collection, which was a new release for Stampin' Up! In our online exclusive series. And something else that is in that bundle is the 3D embossing folder. Now I have taken that folder and on the side of the Stampin' Up! I have inked it with my Melon Mambo ink, and then when I embossed it I got this pretty piece of paper, and we'll be using that in my card today. Next, what I've done is taken the Melon Mambo and I have created my zinnia. I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensionals and kind of build up. I did my zinnia as a monochromatic flower, so all done in the Melon Mambo. So we're going to go just using our small dimensionals to give the flower some lift. I think it makes the petals stand up more. Let's see how we want to layer that. Let's go like so. Next we're going to take the center. I have used pumpkin pie to do the center. And then I have the lemon lolly. And I have used the adhesive sheets and added that to the back because these flowers are small. I found that the adhesive sheets make it easier to adhere this down. So we've got my flower done. We're just going to set that aside. I also have done my leaves with the veins. I'm going to set them aside. And I have two stems that we're going to be using on our card. So we've got that. And next what I have is a piece of a Melon Mambo. This measures 1 inch by, I believe, 5 1/4. Let's see. No, actually it is 4 1/2. And then I have a piece of basic white that measures 1 inch by 4. And towards the right hand side, I'm going to take the Thanks So Much. This is from my Zinnia bundle, and we're going to just stamp that. I see I did it a little crooked, but no mistakes in hand stamping. We'll just make our flower work around that. We are going to add that to a piece of Melon Mambo. This measures 1 1/4 by 5. Like I think, what is that what I said? 1 1/4 by 4 1/2. And we are going to score it at the 4 1/4. If you head over to my blog, StampingWithLinda.com, I will have all the measurements there for you in the blog post. You will also find on my Facebook page and on my blog, I have lots of cards featuring this card layout or this fancy fold. Just so fun. Next, when I have a piece of Melon Mambo, 5 1/2 by 7 1/2, and we are going to score that. Now I cut with a piece that I needed to cut down in my last video that had some multi-purpose glue on it. And I see I've got some glue on my trimmer. Need to get in there and clean that off because it's making a mess. So anyways, this piece is 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. We are going to score it at the 4 1/4 inch mark, like so. We are going to bring in that piece of cardstock, the white cardstock that I put through the embossing folder with my ink. Got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to take my flap and I am going to glue it on the side of my card. And I want that score line to be right on the edge of the card. So I'm going to just line it up on the side here and then push it down. Now I do then have that piece showing, so I'm going to grab a piece of the Flowering Zinnia Designer Series paper. This measures 1 inch by 5 1/4, and we are just going to place that right over top . Again, I should have used my glue. Easier to work with than my Stampin' Seal Plus when I want it to be exact. So we've got that. Going to grab that piece of basic white. Again, this measures 3 inches by 5 1/4, and we are going to just place that inside my card like so. Now we're ready to work on that flap, and we are going to be putting our flower on there. So I am going to grab my stem, and I want it to be like right in here. So I'm just going to add some multi-purpose glue to that stem. Now, because the stem is so thin, I need some reinforcement. So what I have done, like I said, is I cut another stem, and so we're just going to go on the back side and we're going to add that second stem to give it some reinforcement. So we're just going to switch it up like so. Flip it over on this side, and now we're ready to add our flower. So we're just going to add a little glue to the stem and add the flower like so. Now we're ready to add our leaves. I've pushed the leaves off. I've got my glass mat and my grid paper on top, so that slides back and forth some. I'm going to now, let's see how I want my leaves. I think like so. I'm going to go ahead and put my leaves in between the petals of my zinnia. Like so. So we've got our flap like so, covering it up the stem to make it stronger. Next, what I'm going to bring in is my sequins. These sequins are part of the Simple Zinnia Suite collection. The thing is that they are currently out of stock. That means that you cannot buy the Suite collection because this item is missing, but that's not a problem because it's not, when you buy the Suite collection, it is not a special price. Oh, I've got too many. There we go. It is not a special price when you buy the Suite collection. Only the bundle is the special price. So you can buy these items, the Designer Series paper and the Zinnia 3D embossing folder and the bundle separately. Then that way when the sequins come back in stock, you'll be able to get them. But there you have a fun, creative flap card using the new Simply Zinnia bundle and Flowering Zinnia Suite collection. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.